Mr. Green was found dead 3 days ago with excessive bruising on the back of his arms, along with a large gash beside it. Days of sleepless nights and relentless digging has left nothing but empty leads. Only 5 suspects still stand: Dr. Orchid, Miss Scarlet, Professor Plum, Mrs. Peacock, and Colonel Mustard. Each of them was working on a mechanical gripper for the CRC Robotics Competition at the time of the murder, and it is believed that one of them was used as a weapon. But who? And why? Well, this is up to you to solve, as every other detective has come up empty-handed. Here's what we know about each prototype. Dr. Orchid was building what is known as a traditional pneumatic 3-finger gripper. Compressed air enters a pneumatic cylinder and drives an inner piston that moves the 3 fingers closed simultaneously. The flexible rubber fingers is known to usually be padded and soft to the touch, as well as to be very good at picking up round objects, as it's often used in assembly lines. Miss Scarlet was building what's called a parallel gripper. In this case, a rotating gear causes 2 parallel fingers to close in a linear motion. As they aren't padded, there's much less friction, allowing the grippers to be most effective on flat objects, rather than irregular or round objects. Professor Plum was working on bettering Royal West's robotic arm from last year's competition. This claw is fixed, meaning it has no joints. It's built to fit the exact shape of the object it's meant to carry. The front half is skinny and sharp, in order to fit between 2 objects next to each other and only pick up one. The back of it is blunt and large, acting as a receptacle for the object it must pick up, as it has no joints to wrap around it. Mrs. Peacock was working on a clamp gripper. These grippers are designed to close fully around an object, rather than just closing the sides of it, in order to ensure maximum grip on whatever it's lifting. As it is geared towards being a strong, lifting gripper, it may damage delicate pieces and be less precise than other alternatives. Colonel Mustard was building an internal gripper. This gripper is like the parallel gripper, but it opens outwards instead of closing inwards. It inserts itself within a hole or bore of an object. As the fingers or jaws open radially outwards, the jaws press against the inner wall, and using force and friction from padding, it grips the object. Now that we've got the information for each suspect, it's time for you to solve the crime. Who do you think it is? Lock in your guess before we analyze the potential weapons. It can't be the 3-finger gripper, due to its soft touch and precise delicateness. It can't be the parallel grippers either, as they have trouble gripping any non-uniform objects like skin. It obviously can't be the internal grippers, because they don't even clamp shut. And finally, it can't be the clamp grippers, since those only clamp around an object, and the cuts and bruises were only on one side of the victim's arms. In the end, it was Professor Plum with the fixed claw in the RWA robotics room.